All right, let's get right into it. If you're someone who is building, designing, or even just dreaming about what the next generation of digital events looks like, then you are in exactly the right place. We're about to pull back the curtain on an exclusive opportunity, a masterclass stage where you don't just attend the future of events, you get to help shape it.
And this quote, this really nails it. This is the big shift happening right under our noses. We are literally moving on from the flat grid of faces on a screen that we've all gotten so used to. We're stepping into rich, three-dimensional spaces. And look, this isn't just a prettier background. It's a whole new way of thinking about how we gather and connect online. Let's break down what that really means. So what is this next dimension we're talking about? Well, it's about building digital places that feel as real and dynamic as physical ones. It means we have to stop thinking about events as just a series of links on a calendar. Instead, we need to think like architects, designing persistent, always-on worlds where a community can truly live and interact.
Okay, so the big term driving all of this is spatial computing. Now, don't let the jargon scare you. All it really means is building a digital version of, say, a huge convention center. But here's the cool part. It's always open. People can just pop in and out. The way you move around, the way you interact with things, it all feels, well, real. And then you can layer on amazing new content with VR and AR. That's the world that's being built right now.
You know, when you build like this, it opens up some incredible doors. You're not just hosting a two-day event anymore. You have a year-round digital home for your community. And that's how you get that magic of serendipitous networking back. You know, those amazing hallway conversations that are almost impossible to do online? Well, now you can. And for a brand, this creates an experience that's so much deeper and more memorable than any webinar could ever be. So the big question is, where are these conversations actually happening? Where are the real builders and architects of these new worlds getting together? Well, they're happening in very focused, very specialized forums, like this masterclass, where the discussion isn't about theory, it's about the real-world wins and the tough challenges that people are solving today. And the format for these talks is really interesting. It's this powerful 1-2 punch. First, you get a deep dive, like a 45-minute session where an expert can really lay out their playbook and show a real case study. But then, and this is key, it immediately flips to a guided Q&A with other industry leaders. So it's less of a lecture and more of a high-level workshop where a whole group of experts get to solve problems together, live.
Which, of course, brings up a really important question. Who are these architects? Who are the people actually building this new digital frontier? Because it turns out the most valuable insights aren't coming from just anyone. There's a very specific kind of expertise that's needed to lead these conversations.
And what we're seeing is this incredible mix of talent. You've got the creative directors, the visionaries who are dreaming up what these new worlds look and feel like. You've got the heads of immersive experiences who are actually making it happen. And then you have the tech wizards, the platform founders and the CTOs who are building the rock-solid infrastructure that makes it all possible. It's that blend of creativity and engineering that's really pushing things forward.
So if you want to understand what really goes into a killer immersive event, it helps to look at the blueprint. Think of this as the essential checklist, not just for putting together a talk, but for actually designing a powerful and effective experience from the ground up. It really boils down to 4 key pillars. First, the tech. What platforms, what tools are you actually using? Second, the experience design. How are you building for real engagement, not just passive viewing? Third, you have to be honest about the hurdles. Hardware, user interface, all of it. And finally, number 4, the persistence play. How does this space live on and keep providing value long after the launch event is over? And at the end of the day, the whole point of sharing this kind of deep dive information is to give people a real, actionable roadmap. It's not a sales pitch. It's about arming others in our industry with the tools and the confidence to build their own immersive experiences and to learn from everyone's wins and losses.
Okay, so how does this all come together? Let's look at the final piece of the puzzle. How do you take a brilliant vision for an immersive event and actually get it onto a stage like this?
When you're trying to share your vision, there are a few things that are absolutely critical. You need a great title that grabs people. You need a short bio that proves you know your stuff in immersive tech. But most importantly, you need a solid case study, a real-world example of something innovative you actually built and launched. And this last part, this might be the most important. It's a commitment. The conversations that really move the industry forward are the ones that deliver real, actionable insights. They're not promotional. They're about giving back and sharing a framework so that the entire community can level up together. So, there you have it. The future of events isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. It's being built right now, piece by piece. The technology is here. The audience is absolutely ready for deeper, more meaningful experiences. The only question left is, What part are you going to play in building it? Are you ready?